And let's begin with the late night developments that we've been tracking from Dominica with regards to the deportation of Mehul Choksi. A court in Dominica has now put a stay on his deportation till the next hearing that's scheduled to happen this evening at around 6 p.m. That's Indian Standard Time. This development comes after Choksi's lawyer filed a habeas corpus plea in the court saying that he was denied legal rights. Mehul Choksi's lawyer made some sensational charges saying that his client was severely beaten, that his eyes were swollen and that he even had several burn marks on his body. His lawyer went on to say that Choksi was abducted at the Jolly Harbour in Antigua and then brought by force to Dominica by people he believed to be Indian and Antiguan police. Remember that Mehul Choksi is an accused in the multi-crore PNB scam. He's been on the run since 2018. I spoke just a few minutes ago to Choksi's lawyer, Mr. Vijay Agarwal. Here's what he said.
He has been permitted all legal access and legal representation. Earlier, the lawyers, after making a lot of efforts only for number of hours, multiple hours, were not allowed to meet, and finally they could speak to him for 2 minutes. And that is when he narrated his horrifying experience that he has been forcibly taken away in a big vessel from Antigua to Dominica. And today I've also learned that when he reached Dominica, the police was already waiting for him. And then he was taken in custody and he was taken to a police station on Monday evening. The news was broken to the world on Wednesday only. So he's been in illegal custody all these times. There are a lot of torture marks on the body. Some electrical shocks were also given to him.
You have proof of this, Mr. Agarwal? You have proof of this, that he was tortured?
Very shortly, because an affidavit is to be filed of Mr. Choksi in the Dominican courts. So we will get very shortly the affidavit and the photographs of the marks on the body. And there is no medical examination. See, in India, there is a Supreme Court judgment that whenever within arrest of 24 hours, a person has to be produced in court and he has to be medically examined. And it is my personal experience in multiple cases, even when the various officers were arrested in Nirav Modi and Mehul Choksi's case, the moment we reach the court, the first question here, I mean, the judges are so nice. The first question judge asks that, Mr. Agarwal, please ask your clients that whether they have any problem with the police, have they been tortured? This is the first question every court asks. And I don't know what happened in this Dominica. So I'm making a statement with full sense of responsibility on the instructions of the family as well as the lawyer, and I'm privy to some more information that indeed Mr. Choksi was tortured. I am making a clear, I know what is it I'm saying, and he was tortured. There are bruises, there are a number of torture marks, his eye is not opening, blood is oozing out from one of his eyes. And I'm telling you this with full sense of responsibility.
So sensational charges that are being leveled by Choksi's legal team. They're saying that he was tortured and forcefully brought from Antigua to Dominica. Anisha Mathur is joining us live from Delhi with the latest legal updates on what really played out last night. Anisha, good morning. Just sum up for us what happened in court, and can this really be construed as some relief for Choksi? Because we understand it's just a matter of hours that the next hearing is at 6 p.m. That's Indian Standard Time.
Well, Akshita, this is going to be something that is going to play out in the Dominican court. Remember, the order that has been passed by the Dominican court, I beg your pardon, very clearly says that his legal team, his lawyers are now allowed to meet him. Nobody will stop anyone from the lawyers from meeting him, and that his repatriation is stayed till the matter is dealt with. So now it is up to the Indian authorities, the Dominican and Antiguan authorities, to ensure that the case they present before the Dominican court bears out the idea that we need to get him back to India to face the trial in the various cases that he's facing here. The questions that are going to be asked and will definitely be asked by the courts in Dominica is going to be about how he reached there from Antigua, particularly since his lawyers seem to be raising an allegation raising various allegations regarding how he got there. The question is also going to be about the allegations of torture, because remember, under Indian law, that is the common law as well as civil law countries, the allegations of torture of a person under arrest is taken quite seriously. So we'll have to wait and see what plays out in the Dominican court, how exactly this is dealt with by the authorities there. But remember, India is and has been pushing for his repatriation to India so that he can face trial in the PNB scam case. So all of those issues will be placed before the court, that how he has run away from India, how he's been evading justice. But whether or not the Dominican court is going to accept all of these arguments at the moment is something we'll have to wait and let it play out. It is going to be heard at 9 a.m. Dominican Eastern Standard Time in the Dominican court. But for now, the lawyers have been given access. And remember, this is going to be a very, very contentious issue, particularly as his lawyers had to go to court to get access in the first place. And they have alleged that they were not allowed to meet him. So we'll have to see how it plays out.
They're perhaps going to be making those points to go ahead and push for a stay on repatriation or deportation right now to India. We'll see how this plays out. Let's hope that things move in the right direction. Choksi is finally brought back here to face the law. Anisha, thank you very much for joining us with those details.